This will be part 2 now, and I guess it'll be infinite parts that you can sit here and listen to Andrew in the clouds, and how, remember, this system is the system of perception, and how I understand that is through the Christian vocabulary, but it's perceptual. Um, Yad He Vav He. When you say it, Yahweh, but it's said to be impronounceable. Why I think it's impronounceable is it's because it's that air from which all the other letters, all the other voices, all the other frequencies, all the other waves are expressed. So they're in the Hebrew Torah and on into the New Testament, or we can say Old Testament, New Testament, or we can say the age of Aries and the age of Pisces. There is this repeating pattern story of which we fight over whose words are better. And sometimes religion is as small as the semantics you use. But I caught on to archetypes and what they mean. So when I found this system and visualize these planets orbiting around from the vantage point of where we are, it's this beautiful story. And each planet has a dynamic from where it is at any malada, any point in time space. And like the stars orbit, we orbit. We have orbiting ideas based on the nature of what each planet is in the sign, and then into the houses based off of what sign was on the ascendant at the time. Because by our location, everything surrounding us has a nature to it. So, you read the paper and you see the sun sign. I don't have a number for how many stars there are. There's a lot. The sun is our star. The star that makes it possible to experience anything. You don't see anything without the sun. There's no experience without it for us as we know it on life on Earth. The sun rotates the Earth from our vantage point. And there's a psychological difference there from the Earth orbiting sun. If you were on the sun, it would burn, and the Earth would again rotate the sun from the perceptual nature. And you see that people are that shallow that it becomes a semantic war. The sun's not a planet. They type in the box there, and they'll be, you're living in the 14th century. The sun doesn't orbit the Earth. Again, when we go to this psychology, and there is a building getting closer to this mysterious 2012 age of Aquarius idea feeling that we have men like in the 1900, um, Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung, some of these names, Edgar Cayce, these people who are Howard Gardner, a lot of, um, I can't think of the discontinuity theory guy right off the bat, um, Ivan Pavlov. We're going from this period of defend ourselves from a purely physical nature to a more inward work in each person. We're going more to the mind now. We're going into these archetypical natures. We're going to practicing astrology, even though we don't call it those words. We each have our personality traits, and it's not a respected science by people who like to use the word science to mean more than what science is on its deepest level. So there's definitely this building process of getting closer and closer and closer to what's actually true. So, like the sun shines and brightens the world around us, what your sun sign is how you shine. In there's a lot of factors to it. There's a lot of math between the planets and the stars that are behind them that make you just so personally you. But where the sun shines and what it shines with, when you hit the sun, everything aligns, the whole solar system aligns. And I almost want to laugh when I see people acting out their sun signs. Um, there's this special nature that you can see all their planets orbiting. And it's not like um, I'm reaching for the very top or as very deep as it is. What makes life interesting is it's this pendulum of finding the sun and staying on the sun, staying where you shine, staying in what way. Um, like a light shall not be hidden underneath a bushel. What that shine is your destiny card, where you're trying to go, and it's been this intuitive process of understanding the different sun signs, and there are decanate periods, and you can tell that there's a certain type of Gemini if they're born in this time, or if another planet is close to the sun, or there's definitely factors. But I do find the 12 signs enact their same repetitive traits. And when I get to video 3, I'll talk about 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 brain cavities, or nerve, whatever. Anytime you use that number 12, 12 at 144, our solar system and then the galaxy, 12, 12 around 12. And I'll say, Carl Sagan didn't believe in astrology. What's pretty neat is I'm interested in a lot of the same things he's interested in. and he had the same sun sign as me, and same moon sign. So the vitality nature and the emotional nature of us are fixed, and only it's a 1 in 44, 144 match. But he didn't believe in astrology, probably because he didn't have Pallas Athena right on the IC at 0 degrees Virgo. Because if he had that, maybe he would have believed in astrology.